my god, I have not made a video in months now, and really I don't know why. I just really haven't felt like doing it. I didn't have like the motivation to it. But today I was trying to film a video earlier. I tried filming 2 videos and I just looked so awkward, so I was like, you know what, whatever, I'll just wait till nighttime when I know that my brother's not here, because my brother, when he's there, he's right across from me and our walls are literally so thin you could freaking hear everything. So I'm like, I'm gonna wait till my brother's gone and then my parents are asleep and they're like over there, so like they can't hear a thing. So I'm like, okay, let's make a video at night. And here I am at night making a video. And earlier I was watching like freaky paranormal experiences type videos, and I was like, well, I have a good handful of stories that could freak people out, the people who at least believe in ghosts. So that's what I'm going to share today, my paranormal experiences. And I know not everybody believes in ghosts, and that's totally fine, but I, on the other hand, very much believe in ghosts. I really think they're real because I've had more than 2 experiences, like more than 5 experiences with ghosts. So I'm just going to tell you guys a few, and let's just go ahead and get started because it's going to be a lengthy video. So the first story is when I was in Washington State and I was about 6-7 years old. We had just came back from California for my grandpa's funeral, and so we get back, and I'm sleeping in my bed and I have a bad dream, and the bad dream was I was on the floor and like kids were like running and they were like stomping on me, and I was like, oh my god, stop. So I wake up and like I'm like this, like I'm laying down right here. It's not this bed obviously, but I'm like laying down and I get up, and right here at the foot of my bed there is a man. There is a freaking man. Like, I kid you not, there is a man. I'm like terrified. I scream and I put my head over the covers, and so like a minute passed by. I peek out to see if it's still there. It's still there, and I could still see it clear as day. Freaking it, like my room is dark as it is, and then the shadow thing was dark. Like, I thought my room was dark. Like, no, the thing is dark. So, like, I see it. It looks like a man. So now I just say that it's my grandpa. I thought it was just my grandpa. But I'm still terrified because I'm a little baby. And, like, I don't like ghosts. No, thank you. Like, they terrify me more than, like, people do. Which is kind of weird to say that. But, like, I mean, a person I could, like... That's not how you hit somebody. But, you know, you can do things to, like, get them to stop. Ghost, you try throwing something at him, it's gonna go right past him. Like, so it's like you can't really do anything. Terrified. My mom comes in my room and she's like, what are you doing? What's wrong? And I'm like, there's a ghost right there. And then of course when she turns on the light, there's nothing there, and they think I am just a big baby, and so I just go to sleep in my mom's room. Next one, I was in this house, not this house, but like a house on a military base, which is around here. And, it's choking me. We move there and we stay there for maybe 2 or 3 days, and then we go to California and Mexico to like see my family for like a few weeks. So we come back from there, and like the night that we get back, I'm in my own room for the very first time ever, because that other incident I had my brother and my sister in a room because we shared room. Yes, I was in my very own room, so I was absolutely terrified. Lights on, door open, hallway lights on. I was like, I can't. My parents' door had to be open too, because I was just like, no, I can't be by myself. So it's the first night, and like right now I could think like maybe I heard these things because I was so scared. Like maybe my brain was just like playing tricks with me or something. But like I hear like a ladder like outside on like the wall. Like I could hear it going to my window. So I'm like, oh my god, there's somebody trying to get in here. So I'm like really terrified, and that's the only thing that happened that night, I'm pretty sure. Lights in the hallways are open, and I'm trying to sleep, and I see this man, like a figure of a man, going up the stairs, and he looks like he like just got back from work or something, because I know people in like the military, you could see like the boots and stuff. I saw that through like the shadow on the wall, and like I could, like I'm laying down, my door's over here, my head is over here, so I could see diagonally like through my door, and like the wall is right there. So like I see it, and I'm like, oh my god, there is a ghost in my house. Like usually people think like, oh, it's like a human being. Like, no, I was like, this is a ghost. Like, this has to be a ghost because my dad didn't just get back from work. Nobody is gonna try to get in your house when like all the like lights are on. I'm pretty sure not. So like, I'm like, dude, like there's somebody, like a freaking ghost right there. So I run to my brother's room, which is like right across from me. So I'm like, let me sleep in your room tonight because I'm just not gonna sleep in my own room. So I go ahead and do that. I'm trying to sleep, and boom, I hear like a big banging on my freaking walls and my closet. Mind you, my wall is not next to a house. Like, usually like you have a room next to your like wall. Mine did not. And if it, I'm pretty sure it didn't. And if it did, nobody lived in the house next to us at that time. So I'm sitting here like, there's a ghost. Like, this is seriously a ghost. Like, I'm not even joking. And like, I hear it like if it's like a whole bunch of people all up on my walls and in my closet. So I'm terrified. Once again, I run to my brother's room. I'm like, dude, I need to sleep in your room. So I sleep in there for like a few weeks actually. And then finally I move out that room and go to the next room because we had another room that was open. And then I get a new bed. I get a bunk bed. So the first night in that new room, I was praying. I was in the middle of praying. And I hear the banging on the walls again. So I'm like, oh my god, this ghost did not just follow me to the next freaking room. I got out that room to get away from that freaking ghost. I know it's just like a room difference, but like, yeah. So I'm sitting here like, oh my god. So I tell my mom, I was like, my brother needs to sleep in my room because I hear it again. So he sleeps in my room, and he sleeps on the bottom bunk, I sleep on the top bunk, and it's fine. And then after that, I didn't feel anything in my room or anything. Nothing happened in my room. I was able to sleep at night. I even was able to turn off all the lights at one point. So, yeah. I had a dog. His name was Max. And, he slept downstairs in a cage. And, like, in the cage, he's, like, next to the back door window, like, the back door. And on the back door, it's, like, a sliding door. And we also have, like, little... what are these things called? Those things, but like longer. And how do I not know what they're called? Okay, I'm such a blonde, even though I'm really not blonde. But they're those things, you know. And with those little things, they would always move. Like, of course you could say like it was the wind or whatever, but our door is shut. It is completely shut. And at night, like at all times of day, it is completely shut. And you know, you could see a difference between them moving because of the wind or moving because somebody's touching them. And it looked like somebody was touching them. And I know I just went from my dog to like that, but there's other things that my dog would do that was like really, but anyways, so the things, they would like look like they're like a kid is like playing with them, going all the way to the last one, stop, come back all the way to the last one. Like, it was so weird. And my mom, I remember her telling me this, she was cooking or cleaning or something. She was in the kitchen, and in the kitchen you could see like the back door. So she's sitting there cleaning or whatever, and she sees the things go all the way back and all the way back to the front. So she's like, oh my god, I need to take a video of this because I keep telling your dad, so he doesn't believe me, so I need to videotape it. She videotapes it. She shows it to my dad later. The video is pitch black. There's like, it's like she was recording it black. It was all black. And I'm like, dude, that is kind of terrifying. And then my dad was like, you probably weren't even filming it, blah, blah, blah. Always the men trying to have the logical explanation. I'm like, no. And then all the time, her pillows, we had like this like living room. Like, we had 2 living rooms. But the other living room, nobody ever went in there. Like, no, like there was no reason for it. It was just because there was extra space and we had more furniture. So in there, she always put pillows. Like, it was Christmas time, and so she had Santa Claus pillows. On one side it was Santa Claus, on the other side was red. Like almost every day they're flipped over. The pillows are flipped over to the red side instead of Santa Claus side. My mom thought it was me, and I was like, I don't have any business to like flip them over, like, really. And then my dad thought she was just going crazy, and I was like, it's the freaking ghost. I've been telling you since the day we moved here. Like, it's the ghost. So like, finally she like believes like there's something there. But anyways, my dog. So I had a dog, Max, and everything was fine, whatever. Then we started putting him in the cage downstairs to go sleep because he used to sleep in my room, but my mom was like, no, like, you can't, you have asthma. And like the dog's fur, like all that stuff. So he's sleeping downstairs, or at least trying to. And he just all night is growling and barking at something. I don't know what it is. So I go downstairs because it's my dog at the time. I go downstairs and I'm like, dude, what is wrong? And like, it looks angry, like it's growling at the wall. So I'm like, what is there at the wall? There is literally nothing there. And it's just growling. It looks really angry. So I'm like, okay, it's a freaking ghost, because I know dogs can see ghosts. It's a ghost. And then my parents think that he's like just like being dumb, you know, whatever. We like got him from like some adopted pet thing. He was like crazy or something. I don't know. They probably thought he was like dumb or something. But I was like, no, it's a ghost. Like, let me tell you, it's a ghost. My mom, we were making my basketball project for like, we had a social studies fair project. I was about to say science fair, but no, social studies fair. And everybody was required, in 5th and 6th grade, everybody was required to make a project. So this was 6th grade's project, and I make one about basketball, whatever. We're gluing the stuff on, we're cutting them out, everything. We put the scissors down. We know we put the scissors down right where they were at. So my mom goes to like get the scissors. They're not there. So, you know, my mom, she knows like there's like a ghost in the house. Like, as of then, she thought it was a ghost. And so she's like, little ghost, if you were playing around and have the scissors, give it back to us, we need them. We had to get my brother down there to be like, there's no scissors, like, in sight. So they're right there, and of course somebody could say something like, oh, you guys just probably misplaced them and then whatever, but no, I don't think so. Because we looked everywhere, we tore everything apart, basically. So yeah, that was that. But another one was not in my house. It was my friend Aliana's house. So me, Aliana, and Alexa, who also runs this channel, we are at Aliana's house, and our friend Aliana was like, you know, me and my grandma used to do this thing where you grabbed a necklace, preferably a rosary, and you would like hang it like this, like with your hand. And you would try to communicate with spirits with it, and you'll say, the clockwise was for yes, counterclockwise is for no. So we'll be like, if you're here, then turn it or whatever, and it goes, and then we'll ask it questions and all this other things, like all these other things, and like we asked personal questions. My friend Aliana had asked a really personal question that me or Alexa didn't even know, and I'm not gonna say like the question or whatever, but she asked it. Nobody knew but Aliana. And that thing turned to say, wait, what was, okay, her question was something, I can't say, but it turned and it said no. And so she's looking there like terrified and like about to cry, and I was like, what's wrong with, like, is it right? And she was like, yeah, like, it's completely right, like, nobody knows about it and it's right. And I was like, oh my god. Like, it was really terrifying. It's seriously so quiet in my house right now. I don't like it. We're asking it questions and everything, and it's like answering like the yes or no like correctly. So I'm saying, like, oh my god, we are seriously talking to a spirit, and we're not moving or anything. We even put it like on her closet. She had like, it was like a rack, so she was able to tie it around a thing, so that way we could ask it questions and we wouldn't be the ones moving it around and stuff. So we're sitting there asking questions, and then we're like, okay, let's test it a little bit more. And we're such idiots for it, but we're like, okay, let's test it a little bit more. And so we keep it on the rack. We put my friend's phone there, like on top of it, like here's the phone and here's the thing. We're playing music, Christian music, to see like what it is. It is seriously going crazy, going all directions. It will go clockwise and counterclockwise, and then back and forth and back and forth, and clockwise, counterclockwise. It was going insane. And we're like, that's seriously terrifying. That is so terrifying. So then we go ahead and we video record on my friend Aliana's phone, like us talking to it. So we're trying to talk to it. We're like, what's your name? What happened to you? Blah, blah, blah. Did you die here? All this other stuff. And of course, we can't hear it right then. So we pause the video when we're done and we play it. When we asked what her name was, she responded. I don't remember what the name was, but it was a girl. And she responded. I was terrified. Like, it was clear as day. It was not clear as day when we were recording it, but it was clear as day when you're listening to it, and we were terrified. And another thing, in that same house, it was probably a few days before that, or like the same day even, I don't even know, but she had Hot Pockets, so me and my friend Alexa, you guys know Alexa, me and Alexa, we're like, dude, our parents never buy Hot Pockets, and we love Hot Pockets, let's like have a Hot Pocket every day. So one day we come over to our house after school, and we're having Hot Pockets, and I didn't know that my friend Aliana was microwaving mine, so I go ahead and put a Hot Pocket next to the microwave. And I was like, Aliana, when you're done microwaving yours, I'm gonna put mine in. And she was like, oh no, that one's yours. So I was like, oh, okay, let me go put the other Hot Pocket back. It's not there. I am telling you, it is not there. It is nowhere to be freaking found. So I was like, dude, if your little ghost friend, because she told us about it before, and that time we didn't do like the little experiment thing. That time she was just telling us like she hears things in her house. So I'm like, if it's your little ghost friend that put my Hot Pocket back in the freezer, and I was just joking around, I was like, watch, it put it in the freezer. Open it, right in the freezer. You don't even know how scared I was. I slammed that thing and I was like, dude, it is back in the freezer. I did not put that in there. Nobody put it in there. Of course, we thought at first like it was her little sister. Her little sister is in her room just like playing around doing like something, I don't even know, but you would be able to see her coming out the hallway and into the kitchen. And she never came out of her room into the kitchen. So we're like convinced it's the freaking ghost. And I'm like, dude, your ghost is terrifying me. And every time I spent the night at that house, I would see things in the corner of my eye. I would always see things like running past me in the corner of my eye, and she saw them too. So I was just so convinced her house was haunted. And another thing, this was in my house, like in the house on base. My sister always told my mom, like, even though she's hungry or thirsty or something, she's not going downstairs because she hears things downstairs. And she slept in the room that I used to have so much like paranormal experiences. She slept in that room. So yeah, she was like, I'm not going downstairs because I could hear things, and I don't mess with that. So yeah, she even believed it too. Like, the only people who didn't believe it was my brother and my dad, because, you know, they're macho men, you know, whatever. Okay, so those are paranormal experiences. There was quite a few, and I really had to think back because I don't talk about them too much anymore. I like really had to think back. But yeah, those were it, and I hope you enjoy them. And I'm kind of scared right now. I don't know, like, just telling the stories are kind of scary, like looking back at them and thinking like, wow, all that happened to me. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then like and comment and blah blah blah, all the other stuff that no one ever does. Yeah, so I'll see you guys whenever I decide to make another video. I can't promise it, so yeah, bye.